Appreciate it, my brother. Thank you, man.
All right. Yeah, once again for the great minds and now talking about this is 4th&10. With the homie Nick, we got the homie Mel with us. Got the homie and state champ Jay with me. What's up, man?
Hey.
I got the homie and I think my second GOAT. I let the streets tell it. Walu. Got the homie Wade with me, man. Got the homie Fatty with me. You go by Fatty, correct?
Yes, sir.
Got the homie Cat with me, man. What's up, man?
Hey man, long time, man. I've been watching the show, man. Look, it's a good thing you got going on right now, man. So,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I'm always gonna
you
support.
take stuff a little bit more seriously. So, a combination of a lot of different things. My family, different people I've met, professionals in my life, and then just developing my own, character for all that. So,
Okay. Respect and salute for that, man. Real talk.
thanks, man.
You have any idea how these go? Have you seen any of these?
Yeah, I watched a few. You had some really cool cats on here. So yeah, I'm aware of how some of this goes.
We can jump into it. That's cool with you.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yeah, once again from the great minds and now talking about it's 4th&10. Got the homie JJ with me. What you go by, man? How you introduce yourself?
JJ is fine, man.
Okay. Where you from? What's your hood? What's your squad? What you repping?
I'm from the Bay Area. That's what I rep all day, every day. Even though I have PG roots, but yeah, that's home where I'm from.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about that. When did you end up here? How long were you over there? Where at exactly?
So the Bay Area, talking about San Francisco, Oakland, that's home. A lot of great football NFL players have come out of that area. Joe Mixon, Tom Brady, OJ, Devontae Adams, Julian Edelman, a couple other people to name, to come about. But yeah, spent maybe a decade or so there, and then came here. This is where a lot of my family is on both sides. My parents are both from the DMV, so that's what drove us back home.
Okay. What sports did you play growing up?
Baseball, soccer, volleyball, but I could do it all. I played pretty much all the general sports at a good level. So yeah,
Okay.
but baseball, I say baseball is my first love though.
Okay. Any college in any other sports?
Had scholarships to play baseball, football, not football. Well, actually, I did have a football scholarship, a couple of them, and then had talks of getting soccer scholarships. I played varsity in high school as a freshman, just literally walked on. They wanted me to run cross country, do some other track stuff or whatever, but at that time just wasn't motivated enough, so I didn't really care, for those particular sports. But yeah, had opportunities; they were there.
Okay. Baseball seems like that's your first sport, first love. Best sport?
Uh, Surprisingly, my best sport is basketball, bro. A lot of people, those that are close to me, know that. I mean, I'm pretty legit at every sport. To be honest, anybody that's ever known me, I mean, I've played them all at a high level. But basketball is really my best sport.
Okay. Uh, what position in basketball? What position in baseball? What position in soccer?
So midfielder, striker, soccer, and then baseball. I normally play center and left center. To the point where I was, you've seen me run, so I mean I mean I could cover ground like quick, and so like we really didn't have to have three outfielders at times. Sometimes we would pull an outfielder and make them play more in, and I could just cover space. And I had an arm, and that was the difference too. I could track a ball down, but if it dropped, I could literally just put that thing on the line. So I had a solid arm. And then let me see, basketball. In school, I mean, I was able to play pretty much 1 through 4. I wasn't, I mean, I got decent height, but I was strong. You know what I mean? I have good base, a solid base. So a lot of the big dudes couldn't really move me like that. And I could jump. I could jump with some of the best. So I mean, yeah, I could hold my own 1 through 4.
Okay. Okay. Who put you on the flag? Who brought you out?
So one of my homies I grew up with, he was when we got out of high school, we were kind of just BSing, and he joined some local team out of Alexandria called the Rough Riders. They were playing in, I think, a league called IFL or IFFL or something of that nature. So used to travel out there, play in Kenilworth Park. So a lot of the games were at Kenilworth Park. And that's how it started. I played. I think I was like 19 when I first got introduced to flag football. So you're talking roughly about 2022 ish is when I started. I mean, not 22 ish, 2202. So I've been around for a minute, bro.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we can get into 10 questions. What's your favorite format?
Honestly, I started liking fives recently, but I mean, flag football's been around for a minute. So I mean, I've been able to see all this like way before it's even become what it is today. I like fives because it's fast, but honestly, I like playing eights and nines contact.
Okay. 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 Ideally, what position do you want to play when you pull up?
To be honest, whatever the team needs. I like to think that I'm pretty versatile. Anybody that's ever had me on their teams, they know that about me. So whatever the team needs, that's what I'll give them.
Okay. Preference, offense or defense?
Uh, Kind of the same. I don't really care. I could play both very equally. I know a lot of people can say that, but that they can, but a lot of people don't. Like, you might have be an good, decent athlete, but to this particular game, it's about technicalities as well, and just being smart. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love them equally both, and I can do them well. So I don't know. You be the judge of that. You've seen me play over the years. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't
Most of the times I've seen you on defense, say the truth. Yeah.
know.
Yeah. All right. Best quarterback you've played with and best receiver you've played against.
Um, there's a good load of them, man. I mean, I got to play with Curtis. I mean, he's evolved now. I mean, when I first got him, he was wet behind the ears, developing, but crazy, crazy talent. I had this other guy named Max. I don't even know his last name, but he's a tall Asian guy. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He was one of the best of that FXA tree. He helped me get 3 consecutive titles on Sunday mornings when they were, when that division was competitive. And then I had another guy a part of that tree too, Justin Long. He was better known as Bubba. Um, I would say probably those two. But honorable mentions would be like a Curtis, Jeff Cruz, even Van. I got to play with Van briefly. Harold briefly. So yeah, but definitely Max and Bubba. Those are my two guys right there.
Okay. Okay. What about
Oh, wide receivers. Oh man. I played against a couple of good ones. Chris Coates, to name one. Rock is another one. Um, BK was probably one of the nicest I played in, when I first started. And then Lamar. I got a brief stint of Lamar. Yeah, he's legit. He's every bit what everybody said he is. So shout out to Mr. Pinkhat himself. I got to play Ahmad when he was a lot younger. I mean, obviously he's a lot evolved over the years now, but I don't know. Probably between BK and Lamar. Those are the ones I would say were fun times. Even Odie. A lot of people sleep on Odie, but Odie's evolved over the years too, man. I remember this man couldn't catch anything. Now he's amazing. He's a fun player to watch, man. And even more when he wreaks havoc as a rusher. So like that guy, yeah, kudos to him for everything he's done up to this point.
You play a lot of tournaments? Did you play a lot of tournaments?
Back in the day, I did. So I used to run with this group out of Clinton, Maryland called the True Players. It was, I guess, co-joined by a team by LeVar Arrington's brother Michael, and then his personal assistant Joe Kennedy. We call him Bird. So I used to play in a circuit called USFTL. So USFTL, before what it is today, I guess the United States, whatever it is today, USFTL was like the original back then. And yeah, I ran a bunch of tournaments with them. Had some pretty solid ones.
Okay.
One of the memorable ones I had was up in PA in Mike and LeVar's hometown. We ran a tournament called the Fireman's Cup in Monessen, PA. It was a high school where Dan Marino went. Went down there. We was playing in. I remember it so well, bro. We was in the snow in April, bro, in PA. I was like, yo, like what? Like it was crazy. So went up there, won it, and got to hear LeVar on the phone with Mike, and it was good times. It was probably one of the best tournaments I had yeah, overall.
Okay. On the flip side of that, you remember the worst tournaments?
Yeah, this one was a little more personal. We went down to Orlando. First time I was down there, and I felt like we could have probably won the whole thing. But my experience was short lived because I was dealing with the loss of my daughter. She was on her way, first child, and yeah, just my ex at the time ran into some complications, and that basically took away my weekend. So that was probably the worst for all of us at that time. Worst experience. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Most underrated teammate you've ever had?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of them, but there's this one young cat. He doesn't even play that much anymore. He doesn't even play at all anymore. But his talent, yeah, a lot of people didn't really speak of him as much. I mean, he wasn't really on the circuit like that as well. But about a 6'4" cat. He was like 18 at the time. His name is Umar Mahad. Kid, his range, man, speed. Like you don't see too many people with that type of talent, and definitely underrated. I would have to say that. And another kid named Mike Isaac. I don't know if you know little Mike, but he played on a lot of teams with me. I would say he's right there as well. Very underrated talents.
Okay. Okay. Besides the obvious, which is these girls were cooking, what's one stereotype about co-ed flag football that isn't true? You play a lot of co-ed flag?
Yeah. I've been playing since, well, I joined FXA in 2011. So, coming from, DC Eli, playing with those guys in the contact league USFTL for a long time. I wasn't sure what the transition to FXA would be like, especially being co-ed. But these girls are legit, bro. I think some of the stigma is a lot of people don't realize how good a lot of these girls are. Um, and yeah, I was definitely shook. I mean, I wasn't sleeping on it, wasn't sleeping on them, but yeah, you learn quick that there's some legit ones out there. So shout out to the ones that played with my blitz teams, my gridiron warfare squads that helped all of us win some really good titles and beat some really good teams at the time when I would say the league was at its golden years. Now, talent is not it's not a plethora of talent across the board like it used to be. And I remember you guys mentioned that it too. Like some of the stuff is top heavy. And I think that the league needs some type of council, like a person of integrity that can look at a lot of these divisions and teams and compile talent appropriately. Because it's like you see certain players on certain teams and you think that those teams are going to be good or those same players are going to come back and they may not. And those teams that, you know, don't have that talent, they get put in a situation where they're not necessarily able to compete, with some of these teams. So, and then you got, I remember Chase mentioned it, team sandbagging. You get a lot of that. People just want to, just say they got chips, but they ain't really, a lot of these teams ain't really battling nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I think the league needs more oversight and integrity about how competition is structured. So that way, a lot of these teams can have a fair, a fair investment. You know what I mean, across the board, all divisions. So yeah, but yeah, there's some legit girls out here, bro. Like a lot of them. So kudos to y'all ladies for doing y'all thing out here.
Right, right. A pick six to win it, a sack on fourth, toe tap game winner. Which one you taking? Which one feels better?
I say
You
the
done
pick
all
six,
three?
huh?
Have you done all three?
Yes, bro. You see, I mean, I've played some ball, man. I've done them all, but most of my damage has been picks, man. I've been able to hawk a lot of quarterbacks down. So I would say the pick six in rhythm feels the best, bro. When you're able to just make the jump on the ball and you just gone, taking it to the house, bro. So yeah, leaving everybody stuck, man. Because you know how that goes. You think the quarterback think they're gonna complete it, and think they got something. The next thing you gone, and there's nobody in the picture but you in the grass. So I think that's one of the best feelings right there.
For sure. How has your role or style evolved since your early days in the game?
Man, just taking a little bit from everybody. Like I've learned stuff from you. When we used to run at Brookfield, with the fellas, just over the years, learning from, Mike Arrington. He had a lot of mentorship for me. Having an older brother playing in the NFL, so I got to learn from him. Genuine, advice. One of my other boys, that was basically like my mentor as a wide receiver, Omar Jackson. We used to call him O. One of the best, man, one of the best in the DMV, bro. I think he went to Oxon Hill or something, but this cat was like legit nasty. Like, I mean, I put them up there with some of the best that I've ever seen. But yeah, just taking a little bit from everybody. It didn't matter what type of talent level or, whatever. There's always something to learn from any and everybody on the field. So just being humble and comprising that information has helped me evolve over the years and still play today. I'm probably one of the oldest consistent players playing today, bro. Like I said, I've been playing since 2002, and I'm still going at 43. So like, just chilling. I'm just chilling, bro.
Favorite cleats and jersey? You have them? You know them?
Honestly, all my jerseys I love the same because I've just been able to be a part of these teams. So I love every one that I've ever touched. As far as cleats though, the Nike Untouchable Elite threes. Those are like my shoe, bro. I've got like several colors of them, so that's my thing right there.
Okay, okay. Well, all right. Fourth and goal, 10-yard line. What format? What format would you prefer this question for?
It don't matter.
Okay, okay. Let's do eight. Let's do eight. All right, so 4th and 10, 10-yard line. What you calling? What route you running? Who's the quarterback?
Man, I just want to get to my boy Max. Ran with them 3 straight titles, so skinny post, bro. Doesn't matter where I'm at, outside, inside, on the line, whatever, or not even on the line, but like on outside slot, whatever, skinny post, done deal.
Going up to get it.
Out the gate, bro.
Bonus question. How do you stay sharp when the game starts to feel repetitive?
Uh, Bro, like, I mean, you win some, you lose some. So you just, at the end of the day, you just just lock on the best way you can, but it's also like trying to calm down your teammates and communicating with them as well. You can be sharp, but if they're not sharp, it doesn't work either. So just communicating across the board, so that way the team's percentages and probability of execution is higher. So that's what I thrive on.
Well, yeah, man. I appreciate this, man, as always, man. 4 for 10.
Same here, bro. It's an honor, bro. My guy.
Still
Thanks,
can't
brother.
believe we ain't laced up on the same team yet, though, man.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to. Chase has been trying to get me out there with y'all, bro. I remember when y'all first started, man. I was supposed to join with you, Tony, and John, and all those cats from the Brookfield days. He's got me on one of his Saturday teams now, so I'm slowly moving over there, bro. If you guys spot for me, and you think I can still run, I'll definitely give it a go. So yeah, I mean, we could. Lord willing, it could happen, bro.
Since the first chronic, been addicted to the chronic. Used to be sticks and seeds, now it's strictly hydroponic. If it's polo, I got it, right after they design it. I'm iconic for spitting bars that's psychotic now. True story, LSD, we the prequel. We just getting started like preschool. Let me teach you, this is what we do.
The weekend, bro, you just want to just kick your feet up and just chill, bro. Like, you don't want to be dealing with a lot of drama and extra stuff, man. Just on the coast, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I appreciate you making time for me, though, man. Real talk.
Hey, vice versa, bro. You family, so like anytime, bro. I really, it's an honor to be on this, and you got a good thing going here, and keep going with your thriving business, Black excellence, man. You are Black excellence, and what the non talked about.
From favorite formats to worst tournaments, off the field talk to favorite cleats, the moments, the mindset, the voices behind this flag thing of ours. And we just getting started. More 4 for 10s to come. Now I'm talking about.
Yeah, much love to you and yours, bro. And I know your daughter's doing her thing, man. I remember when she was a young one, bro. Like she's still young, but now she running things like Pop. Like she got that speed from you, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that girl amazing.
That's
I'll give you the bragging on that, man.
That's what's up, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. I just remember her, just like I told you the other day, just sitting in the car or sometimes just sitting on the side with her headphones, just chilling, bro, watching us run. And who would ever thought, like, now she's the next thing. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. So, I pray that, she'll continue to have that success. And I mean, she's going places. She got a great support system with you and the family. So, the sky's the limit for her. And, I pray that the good Lord gives her that opportunity.
Appreciate you, man. Always, man.